Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to you all. Please let me know one thing that you're grateful for inside of the chat. My one thing this morning is I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful for everyone who decided to spend a moment of their life to support what we got going on over here in the LFR family. I also am extremely grateful for my family. I'm grateful for another day to live and potentially get it right with the Lord. And I'm thankful for His grace and for His mercy. You all are absolutely phenomenal, and hopefully you said that to yourself already by looking in the mirror and saying, you know what, you're dope, you're beautiful, you're strong. You know what I mean? You're amazing. You can do this. We got this together. What's going on, Nanny's Take on the World? Louis B. Fishing, Courtney with a C. Who else? B. What's up, B? Yeah, we got some people, some good people up in here. Katarina. Hello, Katarina. Sugar Shane. What's going on, Sugar Shane? Trisha Spates. Jared Dupree. John Slack. Faster Than You, 74. What's going on, guys? I was just shouting out all of my blues and all of my greens, my supporters, my people who are now members of LFR family, and also all of my blues, my moderators as well. The young lady on the screen, Kamala Harris's daughter. You're not going to believe what she says. Oh my gracious, you are not going to believe what she says. Jeez Louise. Welcome to Morning Vantage episode number 83. We are 83 episodes into our morning show. I'm extremely grateful. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Without further wait, let's go ahead and jump into it. We got a lot to discuss today. And if y'all got any good news for a brother, please share with me. I can definitely use it. I can use any good news. What's going on, Vaping Bachelor and Queen Bee? What's up, Brandy? Shout out to Tabitha as well. If y'all guys want to join the membership, please hit the join button and join and become a member of the LFR family, where we post all of our videos. That some videos are specifically for you all, and just only for you all, never released to public. Or some videos are videos that were blocked, and we make sure that you guys are the ones that see it, since no one else can. So please do me a favor and hit the like button, gang. And thanks again for showing up. All right, let's go and jump into it, man. Let's hear what Kamala's daughter has to say, man. Kamala did such a bang up job, her and Dougie.
I feel disgust at what's going on in the world around genocides, the loss of rights, the loss of health care, the just general fear that everyone has surrounding affordability, their lives, their livelihood, like everything. It's just, it feels so big. I think everything with the environment is really fucking getting to me. And it is I experience a lot of climate anxiety, like a lot of us do. It's not funny. It's just like, it's one of those things that's not funny, but you just like nervous laugh about it because it's scary. It is. It's all of.
Hold on. Let me stop there for a minute. Y'all heard it right. She says she has climate anxiety. She has climate anxiety. I don't think y'all, she said it's not funny, but I do have climate anxiety. And she said it's not funny because she realized that it is actually funny to say something like that. Climate anxiety. Please let me know in the chat with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Have you ever heard the term climate anxiety before? Just a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We ain't got a clown or nothing. I just want to know if you're familiar with the term.
You just like nervous laugh about it because it's scary. It is. It's all of these things are happening, and like what besides the small things we can do in pushing for change and fighting and protesting, and it's really hard not to sit in those moments where it just feels so heavy.
Now I will say this to Doug and Kamala's daughter. Baby girl, you need to go talk to your mom. In her administration, is a whole lot of thumbs down. Nobody ever heard that term before, climate anxiety. Somebody did put up a replacement term that might fit you guys a little better. Climate anxiety. called liberal anxiety. All right, so you need to go blame your mom. You need to go talk to your mom and ask her why they did everything they did or lack thereof, why they did nothing in their 4 year term, and how she is a part of how she is the reason why there was an overcorrection in the Trump administration, why things have to be corrected the way that they are, and so many people are being shocked. They're shocked by the correction. That's usually what happens whenever you have the children at home by themselves for the entire week, and a whole lot of chaos pops off. And then the parents come back home and people got to get their asses spanked. You know what I mean? Order is back in the building. Well, that's what we're dealing with right here. We're dealing with order. Order is back in the building. And I've had some people on threads tell me that they call me all types of names, bro. That I had somebody call me a monkey, bro. I had somebody call me a monkey, call me sellout, and everything. Call me all types of N words. And guess what? Great majority of the people that was calling me those names looked just like me. They were not white. They looked just like me. They thought that I was supposed to stay on code by simply pointing out, by simply allowing what's happening right now. So now Kamala's daughter has climate anxiety and she's super concerned for what does that say? Think, take off your clothes. Does her hat say take off your clothes? Her hat says take off your clothes. Why do you have on a hat? Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to. I love y'all back, man. Thank y'all so much for all the love y'all show, man. But this is definitely called liberal anxiety. Nobody has ever heard of the term climate anxiety before, and Kamala's daughter definitely has it. She definitely has it. But back to what I was saying, though, there's a huge overcorrection that's happening right now because we were in the wild, wild west, pretty much doing whatever the hell we wanted to do for the 4 years that Biden and Kamala were in charge of this country. And now we're here. Now we're here dealing with freaking climate anxiety. And it sucks. This is horrible, man. This is horrible. What do you guys think about this? Please let me know what y'all think about this inside the comments, please. Thank you so much, man. Let me see. She's giving off a, whoa. How do I take this off the screen? Jared, you're not supposed to say that, brother. You know I'm gonna put it up on the screen, man. I'm like Ron Burgundy. Y'all put the wrong thing on the screen. Y'all gonna end up getting me in trouble. Y'all gonna end up getting me in trouble, bro. No, we aren't all monkeys. We did not evolve from monkeys. We are humans. We were shaped in God's image. We were structured in God's image. We are not monkeys. All right. We didn't come from monkeys. Monkeys didn't come from us. All right. But shout out to Kamala's daughter for putting on her hat that says take off your clothes and then sitting down in front of a camera and letting us know that she's afraid for her life and that she has that liberal, that fake, I don't know, fake anxiety, fake fear, all those things. When they was running for office, when Kamala was running for president, the only thing she had was fear. She tried to sell that to people. She tried to sell it to everyone. So now we're here. Nobody's fearful. So she need to get over it. She need to definitely get over it. Now we got one of our main stories I want to discuss with you guys.
If they do come get me.
This guy right here. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. This guy right here. What's his name? His name is 42-year-old Kevin Watson. 42-year-old Kevin Watson. Apparently there was a parking dispute. And there was a parking dispute. And I believe it was outside of a business that, he knew a lot of people in, because he was just sitting out there talking about what he wasn't going to do. And he was fussing about the climate dispute. He was fussing about the parking situation. And while in the middle of talking about the parking situation, someone came up to his door and and I guess hit his door and or bust his glass or something like that. Then they pulled him out the car and they tried to rob him. And here, y'all check this out, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. I don't know if y'all have seen it already, but this is trigger warning, by the way. Trigger warning. I want y'all to turn up your volume so you can hear what's going on in the background. All right? I'm going to try to play this uninterrupted and we can have a conversation about it in a moment. All right? Thank you so much for pulling up, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on this live stream. Try to run the likes up as much as possible so that we can have more people come over here and watch it with us. Again, gang, trigger warning. All right? And that's not for what you're about to hear. It's for what you're about to hear. I mean, not for what you're about to see, but for what you're about to hear.
I say, listen, bro, if they do come, let us park right here, you feel me? If they do come get me, we'll move the car so they can get the space. We will move our car, whatever car we need so they can get the space, just let us get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck?
So basically, and I said I was not going to stop, but I need to just break this part down right here. He parked in somebody's space in front of a business, and they told him, no, that is such and such space, and they are on their way here, so I'm gonna need for you to move the car. And he said, well, when they get here, I will move, but until then, I'm not moving anywhere. I want y'all to, and this is the reason why I start my live streams off with pleading the blood of Jesus over this stream and over the families that are represented in my chat, because it's not only about you. Each one of us have an extended branch of people and branches of people who are connected to us, and they depend on us. You know what I mean? So our walk with the Lord is not only about us. It's about everyone that's connected with us. And speaking about God's goodness would take us away from our aggressive nature. Our aggressive nature is what causes us to just do whatever our ego tells us to do and not listen to our heart. This young man, not saying that he deserved to be unalive, because he did not. But this whole situation could have been escalated had he said, oh, this is somebody else's spot. Well, let me go ahead and move. Oh, this is somebody else's space. Okay, you got it, brother. I'm on my way. I'm about to move over right now. But instead, he let them know what he wasn't going to do. He got into an exchange with them, and then it became a bigger situation. So I really need y'all to see this right here. And then I want y'all to see his cousin. His cousin is going to pop up on the screen, and they're saying that he is considered to be a suspect in this. So I really want y'all to see this, man. Okay, let me go ahead and back it up. I'm not going to stop it again.
I say, listen, bro, if they do come, let us park right here, you feel me? If they do come get me, we'll move the car so they can get the space. We will move our car, whatever car we need so they can get the space, just let us get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no!
They calling them now, bro.
I got money. I got money. Man. What pressure on me? Are you good? What pressure on me? What pressure on me? What pressure on me?
At this point, he was shot in the chest, and they're trying to apply pressure to his chest while they call the police for help.
No, nobody touch nothing over here. Hey! This is my blood cousin, fuck. I got him. I'm trying to find the key because this bitch is locked and this shit ain't. Huh? And that's why I'm finna see. Fold. Oh, boy, it's smoke.
All right, so what we just now witnessed was this guy right here, and this is his cousin, by the way. This is his cousin who came in there to get the key so that the car wouldn't unlock. So he was looking for the key, and he moved the phone out of the way, obviously. But he came in there looking for the key because he said that the car was going to lock. From my understanding, people are looking, they're saying that he is considered to be a suspect right now. This guy right here. This guy right here was the one that was shot. I see people are asking about this gentleman right here. I mean, who was shot? He was the one that was shot. And it was over a parking dispute. While he was talking, he was on live stream, letting his fans know, his followers know what was going on, and letting them know that, whoever he was talking to didn't have any respect. He said, this is why your people don't have any respect. I don't know what he meant by that, but he said that you guys don't have any respect. And this is the reason why we always have to go back and forth with you all because of this right here. So he was the one that was shot. He was shot in the chest and he was robbed. He was robbed. So when he was pulled out the car, some people say, why did he get out the car? Why didn't he just leave? Because whenever we're in these type of disputes, our brain cut off. Like, we need to slow down everything that's happening and communicate instead, or we have to do to survive. Instead, he was not thinking clearly. He clearly was not thinking. Somebody asked him to move. I don't know how important it was for him to stay in that spot, but not only did he not move, but he decided to go live on Facebook. He decided to go live and tell his people about how he deserved to be in the position he was in, and how it was somebody else who was in the wrong and he was in the right, because that's what was most important to him. Hey, thank you so much for joining, Sugar Shane. Appreciate you, brother, again. And thank you for gifting a membership to someone as well. Appreciate you, my man. So that's what happened. Inside of the comments, people were saying the same thing. It was like, killed over a parking spot. Bro, that's dumb. Everybody's looking at this guy right here, again, his cousin, as being a suspect. Everyone's talking about the gun laws and gun safety and those types of things. Not really considering the fact that the people that pulled him out the car, robbed him, and shot him are not law-abiding citizens. They're not the people who are going to adhere to gun laws at all. So this does not apply to them. This right here says, by urban analytic nonsense, it says black men have to learn to lose the ego in hyper-masculine culture of honor. Someone has to lose a fight, especially a gun battle. Don't think you have to check disrespect all the time. It will shorten your lifespan. And I agree with that 1000%. 1000%. So if you're ever in a position, I was at I pulled into Costco the other day. I mean Walmart. I went to Walmart and I drive a big blue truck, pickup truck. My very first pickup truck, by the way. I love it. If you've never owned a pickup truck before and you're younger than me, I'm 47 years old. If you're younger than me, you've never owned a pickup truck before. If God blesses you to be able to get one day, get yourself a pickup truck. That thing has paid for itself so many times by me being able to help people out, move my children in and out of school, move into this house that we're in right now from our old home. So many different things we've been able to do with that pickup truck. But I pulled into Walmart, and like people like to drive through one space so that they can park in another space. Well, while I'm backing into my space, a lady is pulling through another space and about to park in the space that I'm pulling in. So we had a disagreement right there. It's like a standoff. I'm sitting there. I'm like, lady, what are you doing? I'm clearly backing into the space and she's driving through one space so she can park in my space. I'm like, you're not supposed to do that, lady. Come on, back away. Let me go ahead and pull in. And she was just angry black woman, just pissed, sitting in her car. Like, I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. I'm not going nowhere. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave and find another parking space. I found a better parking space that was closer. And she got out of her car with an attitude and I'm like, what's the point of that? Like, you must have been having a bad day. You clearly did not pray over your life before you left out this morning. Like, you clearly just said, when I leave this house, I'm so pissed off that whoever gets in my way, they're going to feel the same emotions that I'm feeling today as well. I don't like myself. I don't like my life. I'm not happy with the way things are going. And if anybody gets in my way, they're going to feel it too. And this is how these disputes lead to someone getting hurt. They lead to someone getting hurt. And in this situation in Chicago, this happened in Chicago, by the way. This happened in Chicago. Yeah, this whole thing happens in Chicago. 42 years old, which is not old at all. But this mentality right here can shorten our lifespan. We need to do better. We got to do better. Speaking of doing better, I want y'all to see this one right here. So this young lady, this young lady right here, their daughter went inside the store, stole something. This young lady goes inside the store at the gas station. She steals something. The father demands that he took it back from her and was going to take it in the store. He's about to go and take it in the store and return it and pay for it. He was going to pay for it and return what they stole, what she stole. The mother sat in the car, and you're not going to believe what she said. You are not going to believe what she said. I need y'all to hit the like button, gang, because this right here is an issue. It's when a woman she goes out of her way to try to stop a man from being a man, from being a leader, from being the father, from being the protector. She went out of her way to say the most foolish thing ever. You won't believe this. And this is something that I actually used to deal with too earlier on in my marriage when we were building our family. Sometimes we used to get into huge arguments, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. But let's go ahead and watch this, and y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, gang. And thanks again for pulling up. All right, here we go.
So you went back in there and paid for a candy that she had already walked out the store with?
Yeah, she's done.
Why would you do that? I would never do something like that. I would just leave.
It's called integrity.
Did you hear what her mother said? So the mother said, why would you go back in the store and pay for something that she stole? Why would you go back she's talking to the man. Why would you go back in the store and pay for something that our daughter stole? I would never do anything. I would just leave. The father said, it's called integrity. It's called integrity. I got to be the parent for this child. Why do I have to be the parent for you? Why do I have to teach another adult what it's like to have a moral compass? Yes. Why do I got to teach my wife, my fiance, my daughter's mom, whoever she is? I don't know if that's his girlfriend, that's his wife, whatever the case may be. But and then she recording the whole thing. Like, she's recording like it's funny. Why are you recording like it's funny? And then look at the baby. Look at the baby. Like, because when you reward that type of mentality, what happens? Why is this baby still drinking juice? Why is this baby not punished? Why is this baby still drinking a soda or Slurpee? Why is this baby just standing there thinking that, hey, I ain't do anything wrong? Well, these are the people that grow up to be the criminals that we have to have all these police all throughout DC now trying to prevent them from harming someone else who was raised properly. See, the ones who were raised properly ends up being the victims to people who have moms like this who say, why would you go in there and try to make it right? I would just leave. It was just me and her. We would have left. That's how you're training a criminal. You're training a criminal in all sense of the word, because you are giving them a pass to do it again. And you're also letting them know that there are not going to be any consequences. Let me let y'all know something. If you don't raise your kids, the streets will, or the system will. So if you don't want the prisons to raise your kid, and if you don't want the streets to correct your kid, then you need to do it yourself. Because if your child grows up and steals from the wrong person, something can happen to them. Either the person they stole from is going to check them right then and there and make them regret it for the rest of their lives, if they allow them to live longer than they found out they were stealing from them, or the judicial system is going to get them. Like, they're going to lock their ass up. And now we're going to be out there talking about they didn't deserve to go to jail. They didn't have a father. They didn't have a mother. Well, in this case, this little person has a mom and a dad. This little person is blessed. This little person is blessed. When I was their age, I didn't have my mother nor my father. They're still alive. They just wasn't raising me. I was raised by my cousin, who had their own children, and my cousin had a 5th grade education and was in the system the entire time she raised me. She was raising her 2 children already that was way older than me, and she brought me in. You don't do this to a kid, man. Let me just play this one more time, because I need y'all to see this. I need y'all to hear what the father says and how calm he is. But I also need y'all to hear how ignorant the mother is. This is ridiculous.
So you went back in there and paid for a candy that she had already walked out the store with?
Yeah, she stole.
Why would you do that? I would never do something like that. I would just leave.
It's called integrity.
So you went back in there and paid for a candy that she had already walked out the store with?
You done went back in there and paid for a candy that she done already walked out of the store with. If that was me, I would leave. If that was me, we would have left. We would be in the car laughing. We would be in the next time we go into the store, she would do it again and she might get away. The next time we go in the store, she would do it again. The next time she goes to the store with anybody else or by herself or with her friends, she would do it again. And then at some point, the owner of the store is going to find out. You're going to get a phone call. And then the next thing you know, you're going to be pissed off because you're at the daggone police department trying to figure out why they locked up your baby. Or you're going to be at the store trying to figure out why they did something to your baby. Why they won't let your baby leave the store. Why they beat your baby up. Why they unalived your baby. because they try to be disrespectful. See, the more you allow a pit bull to bite and bite and bite, what do you think is going to happen? That's a pop quiz. Just let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm saying. The more you allow a pit bull to be aggressive, what do you believe is going to happen? I've seen children grow up in families and in households where they had extremely aggressive dogs, and the kids were always protected by the dog. The kids, because dogs protect the children, but the family that was raising the dogs, they raised some extremely aggressive dogs. They let the dog know that it was fun to be aggressive. It was fun to be mean and just go after people. Well, after a while, them babies end up being mauled by the dogs that they had, because they trained them to believe that their bad behavior was funny. This is what happens, man. Every single adult is a lot of adults who are in prison right now who started out just like this, where they had parents who did not correct them for anything that they was doing that lacked integrity or character. Smash the like button. Shout out to Louis B. Fishing. He's a member another month. Yes, I'm excited. And shout out to Hydroman 5002. There's a good chance there's a good chance she does it and the kid learned it from her. That is a great point. That's a great point. This is a great point right here. Hydra Man, I did not even think about it, man. Bro, this is why I tell y'all need y'all own daggone channels, man. She potentially learned this activity from her own mother. And the father is just now catching on to it like, yo, what if the father was said, where did she learn this from? And she would say, well, she was hanging out with me in Walmart or Target or in TJ Maxx or in Ross. And she saw me put a couple of things in my purse and I told her to be quiet. And so she's doing the same thing. She walks up in the store and she's taking stuff too. And if you're not paying attention to your kids, these type of things will happen. They don't realize that everything comes with a price. Everything comes with a price. So if you allow your kids, if your kids see you doing it, oh, you best believe they're going to start doing it. If your kids hear you cursing and stuff, you best believe they're going to start cursing. There was a point in my marriage, right? And I'm going to try not to speak too loud because I don't want my wife to get upset. And somebody said, is that a smoke detector alarm? Nah, that's my computer. I have a machine in here and it's always going through little resets and whatnot, and it beeps, long beeps from time to time. So check this out. When me and my family were younger, I'm talking about me and my wife, because we had our first together when we were 19, and we got married when we were 20, and my baby girl was actually in my wedding. Well, she wasn't doing anything, but she was there. All right, so when we were younger, raising our children, sometimes me and my wife, we would get into arguments, right? And my wife, she would get really upset and start cursing. She would curse F this and sugar honey iced tea and all this other stuff. And I'd be like, yo, don't curse in front of our kids. We can argue all we want, but do not curse in front of our kids. We can have a conversation in front of them, and it could be passionate too. But let's try to leave the curse words away from them. All right? Who are you to tell me what I can do and what I can say in front of my kids? These are my kids. All I was trying to do is establish a little bit of a warm, loving environment so that they can understand that the people we love the most and the people we believe love each other the most do not hate one another. And if they're using hateful words and rhetoric with one another around us, that's going to train us to do it as well. So we try to do that as long as possible. At least we actually started to do it. And this one before we was going to church and while we were in church, because our children were in church for a long time and it was because of us. We tried to make sure that they had everything that they needed when they go out there in the real world, so that they can treat people the way that they're supposed to be treated, and so that they can operate under God's principles. Because I believe more good comes from that than bad. And lo and behold, when you look back at how they were raised and you look at the type of young adults they are right now, it's all because of how we use the Lord's guidance in raising our children, and it's also because of our ability to establish a safe space for them, letting them know that we're not going to be all rah rah around you. We're not going to fight around you. We're not going to curse around you. We might get passionate in our conversation because we're adults, and we're still trying to figure out how to be adults and how to be a married couple and how to be parents. So you're going to get things from us that you might not expect, and we're going to scare the hell out of you sometimes because you don't understand things from an adult point of view, and we don't expect you to. But we tried. And the reason why we tried is for situations like this, because the more you allow it, the more you celebrate it, the more you laugh and hee ha ha, you just giggle at it because they're so young and they walked out with a candy. Every time we go into the store, they walk out with a candy bar. Why do you always do that? Yeah, you're right. He been stealing ever since we've been little. Now look at him, 15 years old, locked up, 16 years old, shot to death, trying to steal somebody's car. That was me and my brothers. We got shot at. You know what I mean? When we was trying to steal from people's cars. We would walk around trying to, like, it was like gold and silver hubcaps was on people's cars. We thought we can get something for it. We never sold them, but we were stealing them like dummies. We would open people's cars and try to see if there was some change in there because we didn't have any money, like dummies. We broke into somebody's car and they had bullets inside of their car. We took the bullets and then got shot at while running away from the car. And then we went to a playground and we lit the bullets on fire. And then they started ricocheting all over the playground. And thank God none of us was hit. It was the dumbest thing in the world. So when you allow children to do dumb things, they grow up doing dumber things until they are corrected. Until their hand is burnt on the stove, they will continue to play with the fire. And we continue to play with the fire. And glory be to God, I'm here to talk about it. I was able to grow up. I used to throw rocks at police cars. I used to rob people. I used to do some nasty things. But for some strange reason, somebody prayed for me. And it got to God and he covered me. And that's the only reason why I start off my daggone live streams talking about the goodness of God. Talking about what are we grateful for? What do we honor the Lord for? Here's a young man right now. This is his daughter. He takes raising his children seriously. How come that's not celebrated? Why do you want him to just let it go? I wouldn't have done it. And then on top of that, you take your phone out and record it because you think it's funny. Our daughter was stole something from the store, and this fool going to take it back and pay for it. This fool, why would you do something like that? My child would have went in there and apologized, put the money back, let them know that I'm sorry for I won't steal again, and all that stuff. This kid is going to steal again. Look at this kid. This kid is just standing there chilling, drinking the Slurpee, listening to her mom take up for her ridiculous behavior. Look, this kid is standing there drinking a Slurpee, listening to her mom defend her ridiculous behavior. And she's listening to her mom demean her dad for doing the right thing. Talk down to her father for doing the right thing. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Which leads me to our next story. Our next story has to do with what happens when children are not corrected and they grow up to do the most ridiculous things like robbing, stealing, killing, because nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody wants to get beat up anymore. Nobody wants to fight anymore. They just much rather, I want to get away with it so that I can go enjoy the spoils of my stealing. So it's going to be between me and you. And how is it somebody has the gall to believe that you deserve to die for something that you worked hard for, all because I want it? And then Trump becomes the president for the second time, and he goes after this mess. And this is what we're dealing with. A whole bunch of people in DC who feel like they have the right to be outside doing whatever the hell they want to do. Check this out right here. We got some DC residents who are debating police officers for their part, their role in trying to clean up the streets. You do realize they wouldn't be out here trying to clean up the streets if you all would have did something about your communities beforehand. You all didn't celebrate the kids around the neighborhood who are bad. Look at your little bad. You so bad, man. He bad as I don't know what. You so bad, man. Why you always outside? You supposed to be in school, man. You out here selling stuff. You out here stealing stuff. You in another car that don't belong to you. Man, you wild as hell. Laughing at them. Celebrating it. And then when they get shot or arrested, now you want to defend them and you want to debate the police officers. Come on now, it's too late. It's too late. You standing out there debating police officers now. Check this out.
This is a good conversation, whether you want to believe it or not.
I didn't say it wasn't. I wouldn't be here talking
The
about it.
conversation that needs to happen between law enforcement and community, we need to be able to hear both sides.
Correct.
Now, your thing is, you saying there's no law to it, right?
No, I didn't say no law.
Okay, well, no law to it, but no
Counsel.
standing in front
Correct.
of, there must have been some kind of complaints coming from the establishment.
Yeah,
The
multiple.
problem is that people live in this building, people live on this street, and they're used to this.
Let it lie, let it lie, let it
Now,
lie.
it looks different for law enforcement that's saying, oh, this is a high crime area that is in the nation.
I mean,
But
that's true.
And okay, that could be true allegedly, right?
It's not allegedly. The little girl's bill that's on the wall, that didn't come from a legend.
That's true.
That came from a drive-by shooting that bothered some people.
That
I
did.
was here
That
saving
did.
her mother's life.
That did.
Unfortunately, the little girl didn't survive.
And we appreciate the
But see,
service.
y'all, you wouldn't know that.
I was there. I was there.
But you know what?
appreciate that.
But this is the thing. A conversation of you letting the people know that they respect you more. Because they love her so much, them knowing that now, they will respect you a lot more. Just because they know that
I was bragging that we were there for that.
No, not
Why would
bragging.
we go around?
We're not talking about bragging.
That's not our job. We
But-
don't have to tell them what we've done, whose lives we've saved, because that's our job.
Yes.
It's a
But-
thankless
but-
job. We
but-
don't expect thanks
But
from
it's a thing,
everybody.
Officer Griffin.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
thing, Officer Griffin. Let's say you lived in Largo. If something happened to your parent and I was the one doing CPR on that person, you would thank me and shake my hand. So what I'm
But I
saying
wouldn't
is,
expect you to walk around telling everybody that you say
I did, but what I'm saying is, there is a disconnection between community and law enforcement, and until we figure out how to get it together and have a conversation, it's going to be you chasing them and them saying fuck you and all that other stuff. We don't have to be there. We can get to a point where Officer Lingham, when I know you, and we say, hey, look, we got a complaint, we need y'all to move. And you can have this shit cleared out off respect. Not off running down. Not off running down. Griffin got to
Boy, y'all, it came a long way.
You can put that on the
I can name you a couple of officers. I can name you a couple of officers that do that. They come here with something. Y'all
We appreciate your service. We got to figure out a way to get
Alright, you right, without woo woo. We don't, guess what? It ain't
We
no
appreciate
cuss out,
your
it ain't no
service,
y'all
man.
chasing them. You not
It's
wasting
not
your
fuck the
energy. none of
police.
that.
It's not that.
Everything that you're saying, and these conversations don't happen because people don't see it from your people look at it as us versus them. The reason why we have these issues and we have it right now is because too many times, like I said, I've been out here saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. And eventually it gets old to where we're not on, hey, gentlemen, no, it's only going to get so many serves, man. Gentlemen.
Now, I want y'all to understand something, man. All this BS about police need to have a conversation with the community so that they can respect you. Man, BS, bro. We out here to correct situations so that the other people who live here can enjoy their community. They can enjoy their residence. They can walk from the bus stop to their home without being accosted. They can walk from school to their home without being raped or beat up or shot or something like that, or have something stolen from them. You know what I mean? Like, we're here now because you all didn't do your job as fathers, as mothers, because y'all continue to try to act like the only reason why the police are out here is because there's lack of opportunity and there's no jobs in the neighborhood. No, regardless if there's no jobs or not, there need to be fathers and mothers making sure that they tell them, you might not have it right now. We might not have it right now, but we have each other. We have the love of God with us. We have everything we need. We may not have everything we want, but we have everything we need. There need to be a mom and father in the home who can correct all of this. The police is not the police job to come talk to the community. Talk to y'all about what? My job is not to be no motivational speaker. I didn't go through training and put on all this padding and put on my daggone my guns and my mace and my aspeton so that I can come out here and give y'all a TED talk. I put all that on to protect myself so that I can return back to my family. I'm out here to deal with criminals that you all did not do your jobs with, and now they're criminals. The criminals are getting younger and younger and younger. Please explain to me how in the hell they keep on trying to blame it on jobs and opportunities when a lot of these youngins that are killing people and robbing people are 13, 14, 15 years old. They're not even at the age where they can work yet. They're just badass kids, and you won't correct them. You won't raise them properly. And I'm not coming from a bad space. I was one of them kids. But here's the thing. And I was one of them kids. But here's the thing. When I got older and I had my own, I had a decision to make. I could have made the same decision as a lot of these fathers in these communities did, to not raise my children, to not be involved. Even if you don't have a penny for them, you can still pour into their life and make sure that they do things right. You don't have to bring $1 over to a household in order to raise your children. Raise your children by way of example, by way of wisdom. You're a grown man. You got years and years of experience to pour into your sons and daughters. You can tell them, don't go out there having sex without protection. As a matter of fact, I don't even think you're mature enough. I don't think you're ready for that type of connection with someone else. But if you do, please be responsible. These adults out here, they have your best interests at heart. Don't be disrespectful to them. Try not to adhere to all of the peer pressure around here and think that you have to dress a certain type of way in order to be accepted, or represent yourself in a certain type of manner in order to be accepted. You don't. You come from good stock. You come from a good cloth. You know what I mean? Represent yourself as such. You don't only represent yourself when you're out there in the street. They see our whole family when you're out there. That's me out there when you're out there with your friends. That's me. You go out there being disrespectful to somebody all because you want to show off in front of your friends. I didn't raise you to do that. So communities, I'm going to tell y'all, man, get off of that whole, we need to have a conversation with the police. The police need to have a conversation with us before they come around. No, the hell they don't. They heard it's dangerous around there. So guess what? They're going to come ready for that danger. They're going to come ready for that danger. They're coming ready to clean that mess up. They're not coming to have no damn conversations. Conversations should have been had while y'all was raising them at the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. 4th grade, they should have had that conversation with their own damn community and their own families and their own teachers. This just didn't come out. This didn't come out of left wing. This wasn't no surprise that these kids are criminals now. This just didn't pop up. I want y'all to hear this one youngin from DC. He's talking about, all these people are talking about DC is not that bad. This youngin lives in DC. I want y'all to hear what he says. Because Let me tell you something. Hoods all over the world, they're bad, but they're fun. People who are in those environments enjoy it. And they learn how to survive, and that living on the edge, that part becomes exciting. They don't want to get rid of it. And then people just make excuses for them all over the world and try to act like Trump is just racist. He's going after black people. That's it. He's not going after them because they're dangerous. He's going after them because they're black. Hydro Man says, I would like to join you on video chat about this because what I wrote, it is too much. It is how I was tight about stealing. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do, brother. I'm gonna put the link inside of the chat. Feel free to join me, man. And I won't have you up for long because I do got to get ready for my group call, okay? And thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Listen to this young DC guy talk about this, man. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I found this on Instagram yesterday, and I tried to post it. I tried to repost it, but couldn't. I want y'all to listen to what he says, all right? And do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit the like button. All right, let's try to boost the likes up so that people can come join us. Shout out to everybody on Kick, on Twitch, on X, and on YouTube who are a part of this live stream this morning. This is the Morning Vantage episode, episode number 83, and I'm grateful that you guys are here with me today. Let's go.
I don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will. Why the fuck is people that's not from the city saying DC's not that bad? Why is a nigga from Denver, Colorado saying DC's not that bad and Trump is just trying to be a dictator? Gang, DC is fucking like Gotham City, bruh. Like, y'all do not know. Y'all out of towners, mo. Mind y'all fucking business, bruh. 4 infants got killed in a month. This shootings every day. Carjackings every day. The city is fucking wild right now, bruh. And it might say it's the lowest it's ever been. That's because these niggas is not getting caught. There's so much shit going on. Y'all don't even know, bruh. I'm really recovering from getting shot in DC, gang. So for y'all out of towners to be like DC's not that bad and this shit don't need to be done, y'all don't know shit, bruh. Like, for real, y'all don't know shit, bro. What Donald Trump is doing right now, getting the homeless off the street and putting all these law enforcement people in throughout DC, that shit needs to be done good. I'm tired of fucking Gotham City, gang. I'm tired of that shit, bro. I'm trying to go to U Street and not have to worry about running from fucking bullets, bro. I'm sick of that shit, gang. I don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will. Why the fuck is people that's not from the city saying DC's not that bad?
This youngin' is telling you right now, I'm from DC. I try to be a part of the environment. I try to go out and have a good time. But I am recovering from a gunshot wound right now. I am recovering from being shot right now. They keep saying that the crime rate has gone down. He said, no, that's not the case. It's just that these dudes not getting caught. There's a robbery all the time. He said 4 infants, 4 small youngins, 3 years old, young people were shot. And you know that they was just with their parents or just outside having fun, just living their life, the best parts of their life. Because these kids at that age don't realize that 3, 4, 5, when you're that young, that's the best part of your life right there. You're protected. You're just learning how to just be. And he's letting us know, man, it's all BS. It's all politics. The reason why they are ramping up any type of protections against this is because it's bad. It's bad. So we need to do better. This youngin' is telling the truth, 1000%. I'm from the city, and I'm gonna let y'all know a lot of times I don't even go to certain events because for what? That's pretty much it. For what? Hydra Man, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Okay, now my uncle, and the word was supposed to be taught, but phone correction and my spelling is horrible due to the fact I was put through school. My uncle taught me about stealing, and he did it in a way that I was oblivious to at the time. What he did is he took me to pick and save. Okay, now he didn't tell me what he did beforehand or how he did it, but he talked to security. Okay, about after he's done shopping. As we were walking through the store, you know those little bins they used to have where you lift up and you be able to scoop and put candy in a bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had me do that and walk around the store eating it. Said, it's okay, you can do that. And after he checked out, the security stopped us, took us up to the office, okay, and they started talking to me and telling me the repercussions of what I did would happen, okay? The fact of, potentially you're stealing, okay? That those are not free samples. So, I ain't gonna lie, I broke down crying. I was probably about 7 or 8. I broke down crying, and that alone just got me where I was like, no, I don't want that in my life. I don't want that. I'm not gonna steal because I don't want to end up in prison. Because he went, he had him do it like full blown on me.
Thank you for sharing that, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you sharing that, Hydra Man. Nice seeing you, by the way, man. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know I've been popping in and out. My mom's been having a lot of breathing issues and that.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your story, my man.
That's how I was taught.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I'm about to go and get back to it, man. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right, brother.
Bye.
So he was corrected by that. Me, I went to go steal one early in the morning, right before school, and there was some twin brothers, triplets that ran a store / gas station, and I thought I got away. I stole. I was almost out of their parking lot, and one of them grabbed me on my shoulder. I literally peed on myself. I literally just peed on myself. So now I had to go in the house. I had to run back up to my apartment, sneak into my apartment before it was time before school. I was already running late, but I had to sneak into my apartment before school, change my clothes, and then go to school. And nobody knew that I was caught stealing early in the morning before going to school, man. Ridiculous. I want to show y'all something, man. And thank you, Hydro Man, for sharing your story, brother. I want to show y'all something. The mayor of DC she's doing what she has to do. She's lying to try to make sure that she points out the fact that, DC is a beautiful city and it's this, that, and the third, and there's the crime rate is nowhere near where they claim it is. Trump just hates black people. I want y'all to see this right here, man. And thanks again, Hydra Man, for sharing, brother. I really appreciate it. Y'all hit the like button, gang.
Have seen a huge decrease in crime because of those efforts. We have been able to reverse that 2023 crime spike. This year, crime isn't just down from 2023, it's also down from 2019, before the pandemic, and we're at a 30-year violent crime low.
Now, I have to say, Mayor Bowser, Ticket Mayor, I get that the statistics are saying that crime is moving in the right direction, and I'm happy about it. But you're lying to your people if you're going to sit there and act as if DC is not dangerous as F. Please tell the people the truth. Unfortunately, she will not, because if she says that crime is horrible and crime is moving in the wrong direction, then her job is on the line. She can't run for higher office. She can't run for mayor again. She can't get all the perks of being the mayor of DC. She can't, if she tells the truth. And that's the part that moves me away from these politicians. They are not willing to tell the truth. And that's unfortunate, because nobody's going to hold you well, we want you to do something about it, obviously, but we definitely don't want you to play in our faces, tell us that is more safe than it is. Then we go out there on the street just to enjoy some time out in the town with our significant other, and we end up being robbed or shot for something that we didn't expect. You told us that the city was good. How many people got robbed for their coats? How many people are about to get robbed for their coats as it's getting cold outside? Y'all ever heard of the moose knuckle coat? These youngins are walking around 14 years old, 15 years old with $1,100 jackets on, $1,400 coats on. And they didn't pay for them. They took them from somebody. All of these youngins took them from somebody. And they're wearing them around like a badge of honor. Their parents are still on welfare. They can't afford to go to the store and purchase food from a job that they went to work at. But their children are walking around as teenagers with $1,000 coats on that they took from somebody else who live in DC, whose family are lawyers and doctors, and they work for the federal government, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. They actually live in the brownstones near the Capitol. Benny Johnson was just now talking about this. Usually the have-nots go to where the haves are to steal what they have. And that's exactly what happens in DC. It happens in all major cities. Not only major cities, but it happens where broke people are, and people are at their last and they don't have nowhere to go. They find a way to get what they want from other people. And that's exactly what they're doing. DC Mayor, you are not going to say that she's outright lying, because she is speaking from the actual statistics. But nah, man. Nah. This is sad, man. Yeah, this is sad. I don't agree with the federal government being involved and running in people's houses and taking guns and all that other stuff. I've never been with that. I'm still not with that, because you don't know. You can be going up in somebody's house who is a taxpaying citizen who paid for that gun, and you're violating their rights. But because we all know this can be bad. This can get bad if we allow it. So I'm just saying, we like what's happening. We like how aggressive the president is being with certain areas, certain communities, and making sure that he cleans it up. But we need to make sure that we watch them like a hawk and we hold them accountable, because if they go too far, it could be like Canada potentially, where they're knocking on doors and taking our guns. So just saying, if he gives a certain precedent the thumbs up, and he no longer is the president come 2028, and say a Democrat wins, they're going to use that excuse to move it in the other direction. Oh, so you guys wanted to go and do what you did with these residents in DC and in New York and Chicago and Atlanta, and Georgia, all these places. You know what we're going to do now? We're going after your Second Amendment rights. We're going after this. We're going after that, because it's like they try to out petty each other. It's not really about making us healthy. Making us safe. It's just about, I don't know, making themselves look good. And I don't like that part. I don't like that part at all. All right. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Kamala's daughter, young man unalive, DC men debating the police. Oh yeah, this homeless guy has something to say to Trump, and I want y'all to see this. No, I don't. There's another one I want to show y'all. This lady right here, she was this liberal lady. She tried to go to an LGBTQAI plus community event. She traveled from out of town, and this white lady shows up with her hair braided with locks. Her hair is braided with locks. Do y'all know what happened next? What happened next is she came all the way from Vancouver, and they told her that she could not get in because she violated the code of conduct cultural appropriation policy. Yes, you heard it right. This white lady came to the LGBTQ event with faux locks. She has her hair braided. And they told her that she violated the Code of Conduct Cultural Appropriation Act. And they would not allow her to get in. I want y'all to see some of this because I actually thought this was hilarious because she shouldn't have been going to the event any damn way. Hold on one second. Yeah, she shouldn't have gone to the event in the first place. But I want y'all to see this right here, guys. And hit the like button. Also, hang on to the end because I wanted to have a small conversation with you guys before we got up out of here. But if you have not seen it, this lady has faux locks, and they told her at the LGBTQ event that she violated the Code of Conduct Cultural Appropriation Act. They are making up their own. Oh my God, white women, y'all better stop wearing y'all Viking braids because y'all are cultural appropriating the blacks. Jesus. How about the men that are dressed like women? How about y'all are culturally appropriating the women? Or the women that show up with fake beards because they've been taking testosterone. How about they are culturally appropriating the men? Can we talk about that? No, that's against the rules. Okay, then I'm gonna be quiet.
Hi everybody, I'm at the Bastard Barbecue right now. All my friends are in there. But I guess supposedly since I have wool in my hair, I'm not allowed in. And there's a big voucher thing that they want me to read and sign, and they want to give me, they want to refund my money and not let me in. And I just paid $60 and drove all the way from New West. And I also just drove all the way here from Headley so that I could be here last night and got home at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now I can't get in because of my hair.
It was included in, when you bought your ticket, it was included, our culture appropriation policy was included when you bought your ticket, when you, like, in the description of the event. So it is something that was put out ahead of time. And so I apologize.
I don't really understand. So you're not letting...
So you mean to tell me, you dumbass white lady, I gotta say that. You're a dumbass white lady, because I'm gonna tell you why. You purchased tickets to an event after they told you that you cannot wear your hair in braids because the braids culturally appropriate black people. They said this online when you bought your tickets. They actually have this written down that you cannot come. If you're a white woman with braids, you cannot come. If you're a white person with faux locks, you cannot come. And she said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy these tickets anyway. And now they're standing at the door like, well, you can't come to our party. It's our... They got this whole, treehouse mentality. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They got a treehouse mentality. Like, you can't come you can't come to our treehouse unless you play by our rules. And our rules say it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. And she's going to sit out here and argue with them. And they literally not going to let her in. They're literally not going to let her in, bro.
me in because of my hairstyle.
Correct.
Yeah,
So-
if it doesn't align with a culture that
I am Viking. Vikings have dread.
So what?
If you want me to go debate everybody in there on whether or not Vikings or Celtic people can have dreadlocks in their hair, I will do it. I will debate your whole freaking system.
I'm not here to debate.
Yeah, but this is retarded. I just drove 5 hours to get here.
Also, like, even that language, I don't want used in the venue as
Oh my
well. So
gosh.
it's like, we're having a couple
Hey,
different
Jared,
issues here.
like,
We're having cultural
this is my
appropriation
buddy
issue,
right
and
here,
we're
like,
also having an
probably-
issue with, like,
Okay.
saying
I
English
can't get
language.
Jared, they won't. I'm filming right now, but they won't let me in because I have dreadlocks.
They what?
They won't let me in because I have dreadlocks, and they're trying to show me that
And we
this wave.
explain to them that we have a cultural appropriation policy.
I'm Celtic.
Policy, we will not let you
Celtic
in.
people have
I've tried
dreadlocks,
to explain to them
and I'm totally
that
being
it's not
discriminated
mass
on right now.
wear
This
dreadlocks.
is wow crazy.
This is the dumbest thing in the world. And she's literally out there trying to prove to them that she is Celtic, that her family are Viking, and that Vikings started this whole thing. And she's saying that, yo, this is something that our people did centuries ago. What in the hell are you talking about? So are you going to tell me that every single black person... Look, let's play a little game right quick, guys. Thumbs up if you think every black woman inside of that event are rocking their natural hairstyle. Thumbs down if you think that they're wearing weaves and horsehair or Indian hair, or they're culturally appropriating some other group or community of people in order for their hairs to look well. Please let me know. Thumbs up if you believe that all the black women inside of that event are rocking their own hair. She said, I need to see all the people inside that bad boy. Listen, y'all not playing. They got wigs, they got weaves, they got perms. Come on. You want to talk about culture? He said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Every black woman in that joint, and I hate to say that, but every black woman in that joint, most of them anyway, got some type of fake hair inside of their head right now. But they won't let her in. This is hilarious.
So everybody else, I can be discriminated against, but other people can't be discriminated against? I don't get this. That was really weird.
With our community, you're welcome to email us.
I don't want that. Here,
You can read about it.
Okay, well then I would like my money back in cash.
Yeah, we can
I would rather go in and not have to make myself look like a total retard because I've been camping for like.
You're also using the R word on this and trying to look good.
No,
Yeah, that's also a thing where
I'm allowed to
now
call myself whatever I want.
the word retard is just not okay in the world and in this venue. So we'll give you your money back.
Okay, well, I at least need to tell my friend.
No, you can't. There's no entry.
My friends are spinning. They're like, wow, I'm gonna blast this everywhere, guys. I can't get in here right now. They're telling me I need to take my hair out. I've been camping all weekend. My hair looks like shit. I haven't washed it. And I can't get into the event I paid $60 for. Because I have raised hair in, Celtic dreadlocks. Does this seem fair to you? That I'm discriminating? But you're accusing me of being discriminatory by way
We don't allow this hairstyle in here unless you're a part of.
All right, here's your refund.
How much is it?
60.
I paid more than that with the deposit.
Sorry?
I paid more than that with the
You bought
deposit.
through Eventbrite, right? So
No,
you were
through-
technically supposed to go through that app to do it. We're just trying to give you cash, so it's a little bit easier. There's $60 here. And again, this is kind of like the end of the road. So, like
Okay, well, I'd like
nothing's
to
gonna
leave that.
change. This is your refund.
So what if somebody comes with what if like somebody comes with braids in their hair?
if that is not with their culture, if they are appropriating another culture, they will be asked to leave.
I'm native as well. I can have braids in my hair. I braided my hair. It doesn't even look like a dreadlock anymore. I already met you halfway. I put it in a braid.
Again, the answer is not going to change. I have your refund here. Here's your
Tell
refund.
everybody, like,
Sounds
why I'm
good.
not getting in.
No, yeah, that's
Because I have a hairstyle.
Yes, and I
That's
do
my
need to keep
hairstyle.
this area clear for people to come in, okay? So I'll just have you...
No, I'm not gonna like just leave. I'm gonna tell every
I do
single
actually
person
have to
what
have
you
you
do.
leave. Oh no, you can do that off to the side. I just need this area clear for people coming in and out.
Yeah, but I'm very clear. I'm going to tell everybody how you've treated me today.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, no.
Do it over there for
Do
me.
you guys have a manager that I could speak to?
You actually just were speaking with our manager earlier.
The blue hair was our manager, yeah.
So again, I do have people coming on both sides.
I don't
gotta have you.
understand because I braided my hair and it does not look like dreadlocks. It just looks like a giant thread. Can I please talk to you for a second? Yeah, you can. I really do not understand why I'm being discriminated against.
All right. So this brother says, let's see what my man is saying. So Van, let me get this straight. White folks stop a white girl from going into an event and you use that to make jokes about black women. Come on, dog. Black Cloud. They're saying that she can't get in for culturally appropriating black people. My retort was, are there anyone inside of there currently culturally appropriating white people? My answer is, I doubt it. My question to you is, brother, do you believe that there's anybody there who look like us with weaves and wigs and perms in their hair? So I'm asking you that because this right here is called critical thinking, young man. I need you to understand that this is an event where somebody is being told they can't come in for cultural appropriation. How would you discuss this topic? This is why I need for y'all to get your own channels, because y'all don't understand that. Like, we all got a point of view. We all have a perspective. I would like for us to be able to communicate that properly. Like, I know you did not get offended by me bringing up, oh, here he go bringing up black women. See, he always bringing up black people. We ain't even talking about black people. Why he bringing up black people? Why you got to bring up black people, brother? They're saying she's culturally appropriating us by coming there with faux locks. And my thing is, there's a bunch of people in there already who are culturally appropriating. Don't get butt hurt, man. Like, you ain't got to feel some type of way at all. You ain't got to feel some type of way. Not one bit. Hydro Man, you're welcome, but it shows there are ways to teach kids before they do it by themselves, and you don't find out that can lead to them doing worse. Oh, you're absolutely right, brother. What happened to acceptance of all people? It's ridiculous. God doesn't care what we look like. People need to stop focusing on the outside and look within. Shake my head. Thanks as always, Van. I love the LFR family. Thank you so much, KP. Much love to you. I believe that we need to look within too. We need to give people an opportunity, give them a chance. Because they're giving us a chance. They don't understand that we're just filthy rags as well. They don't understand that we are not perfect, but they're giving us an opportunity to move to do bigger and better things. So at the end of the day, you're right. You're 1000% right. He says, but black people ain't involved in this situation, man. We don't get a foot left off our neck ever. Bruh, what? Huh? Are you serious? But they ain't talking about black people, so leave us out of this. Let the whites talk about the whites. What do you think cultural appropriation mean? They are the ones that put in their rules and guidelines and laws, bylaws, that you can't get in if you're culturally appropriating. Appropriating whose culture? By doing what exactly? So I'm not supposed to speak on the whole thing as I'm just supposed to just let it be. It's not about putting your foot on nobody's neck. It's about accountability. I'm surprised that she went to that dumbass event. She deserves everything she's getting outside that event. She's trying to get into the devil's playground. And she's going to sit out there and debate his demons in order to get in. She don't deserve to be in. God is doing her a favor. She need to take this up. She need to be like, Lord, thank you so much, Father. I receive this blessing. Thank you, Lord. I don't need to be in there. The Lord is trying to turn her around, and she is not accepting it. She is going to fight it because I can't get into this event. This sucks. This is sad. Hopefully this turns her away from whatever she's doing that makes her a part of that community. If she's dating women right now, hopefully this turns her back into dating men. That's it. Hey, man, and thank you for participating too, brother Black Cloud. I appreciate it. I appreciate you pulling up, to be honest with you. I pointed that out because I saw you try to, hold me accountable for just being fair. Something I like to do is be fair. I'm an objective thinker. I like to make sure that we cover all boundaries. Like we consider all different angles. All right. And when you're talking about cultural appropriation, we got to talk about the culture that she's appropriating. Did that make sense? Like, I'm surprised that I even have to explain that to anybody. If we're talking about cultural appropriation, we should talk about the culture she's appropriating. So if the person that's hosting the show decides to speak on the culture she's appropriating, then I'm actually staying within the parameters of the conversation. Like I'm supposed to talk about this. This is what I'm supposed to discuss. If you ever get a podcast, hopefully you don't only discuss what they give you. You look a little deeper and you talk about things that they're not giving you. It's why you want to talk about something else. It's wild that you have a bunch of white people telling white people that they can't culturally appropriate other cultures that they are not a part of. All because they bought into the lie of cultural appropriation. They bought into it. So now they made it a part of their laws, their rules. And we're just supposed to just sit here and be like, oh, you know what? These white people are right. You can't come in because we said in our rules that you can't culturally appropriate. White people can't wear braids. What? White people can't wear locks. What the hell? All because of cultural appropriation. Does cultural appropriation only move in one direction? That's the question. That's my question. Are you violating someone else's culture only if you're white? Huh? Are there Hispanic people in there who can wear braids? Will we automatically assume that their people wore braids before as well? Hydro Man, thanks for pulling up, Hydro Man. Hydro Man is pulling up. Black Cloud, what if the roles were reversed? What would you say then? Black Cloud don't want to hear about no roles being reversed. He's saying get your foot off of the black man's neck because that always happened. Get your knee off my neck. That's what he's saying. Black people are always the victim. Leave them alone. Let's talk about the white people. It's ridiculous. LFR. But I gotta police your culture. You can't stick up for yourself and all. LFR. But I gotta police your culture. You can't stick up for yourself and all. J Rod G, I don't fully understand that point, my man. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't fully understand that point. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk. I'm really trying to understand what you're saying. LFR, but I gotta police your culture. You gotta police my culture. All right. Thank you so much, man. All right, so I'm done with Black Cloud's not listening. He said he didn't say none of that BS. I don't even know, brother. You not listening to me, man. I know you didn't say that, man. Let's see. All right, so let me see here. What else? Let's see if she gets some justice.
Like it's like as if I'm being accused of discriminating against other people or something because
Here's
because of my hair.
About it is, you want a video of this right now?
Well, yeah, because it's totally unfair and I'm being discriminated
So
against.
the Birdhouse is committed to creating an anti-racist environment.
I'm not
We
racist.
recognize that racism does not only present itself
My
in
family
the
is
firms of
black
floor,
and native.
hate speech, or
My
physical
cousins are half black and my other cousins are half
Are you
native.
black?
And I'm Jewish and Celtic. And
She's lying. The white lady is everything. She says, "I'm Indian. I'm Greek. I mean, I'm a Viking. I'm half black. I'm Native American. What else? I'm gay. I need to be let in there. Please let me in there. I need some of those rainbow popsicles y'all having in, some of them rainbow cupcakes y'all got."
Celtic people have dreadlocks. We're Vikings. I am allowed to wear dreadlocks. I shouldn't have to fight for this. Other
This was
cultures
made
have.
a lot.
This is just going to look so
Consolidated.
bad. I have so many friends and I'm going to show it everywhere. I think you should cut me some slack and just let me in. I'll delete this video.
So this was made very carefully with the black community in our space. And I just want you to look at this and think about it. And
I
think about if
probably
that's
have
something.
at least like 5 people, friends in there that are black right now.
So I
Nobody
actually have to
cares.
go run an event, but there's an email on there if you want to engage with us further, okay?
Okay, so I've been told to email after I just fucking drove here. I drove 3.5 hours from Headley so I could get here on time last night.
Who cares? Your dumbass shouldn't be there. It's a gay event that you decide to drive 4 or 5 hours to be in. That's what your dumbass get. You stupid. You're ridiculous. Take your lashes. Go ahead and go back home. Wherever you're from, go back to where Celtics and Vikings and half Native Americans and half black white women who wear locks are accepted. You the one decided to come there. Your friends are on the inside enjoying whatever bit of demonic pleasures they have going on. You can't go in. Sorry. You cannot get a rainbow corn dog. Okay? We apologize that you cannot get a rainbow corn dog. Hey, Melissa said it best. Congratulations. You played yourself. Hey, Melissa. That was perfect. Congratulations. You played yourself. Yeah, that's it. You're done. Like, go home. The party's over. There's nothing to see here. It's nothing to see here. According to the black people who were part of our board, they don't want anyone showing up who are racist. I'm sorry, what? The black people part of your board are probably racist here. So at the end of the day, man, and look, I apologize to Black Cloud and anybody else in the chat who don't believe black people can be racist, because that's how we move. We actually believe that we can be racist. My bad. So my bad. So I'm slow for not seeing that. He said it was sarcasm, vague superiority of white libs. So this is what he says, guys. He says, but I gotta police your culture. You cannot stick up for yourself and all. So I get what you're saying now. So that was them letting her know that, look, we get it, but we're only here to police your culture. Our culture don't have cultural appropriation rules for other cultures. You know what? That's very smart too. And J. Rod G, thank you so much, brother, for letting me know. She need to just go back to Vancouver, baby girl. Go get your life back together. All right. And hopefully you turn your life around, because you came there gayed out, ready to have a gay old time, and you can't. You can't be the Flintstones today. Sorry. No gay old time for you. Go back home and have a straight time. Go have a straight time, young lady. And hold on, this is the wild part too. They barely showed the manager, but the manager has blue hair. They're barely showing it, but do you see the manager? They sent the manager out, and the manager is a bulldozer, a bull dagger with blue hair. A bull dagger liberal white woman cosplaying as a man with blue hair. You cannot make this stuff up. The manager of the event has blue hair. Awesome. Cultural appropriation party at Courtney's house. Courtney is having a cultural appropriation party. Oh my God. This is so dope. All right. Okay. That was fun. All right. So, guys, I want to tell y'all something right quick. This is going to be boring. It's going to be boring, but I have to tell y'all this. All right. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I completed what I set out to do. I went on a mission 6 years ago to teach people how to do what they do on Vine. On Vine, I don't know if y'all remember what Vine was. Vine was TikTok before TikTok. It was very fast, very quick videos, was making people go viral like crazy. And a lot of people were trying their best to go viral on Vine. Some people were actually putting themselves in harm's way, doing videos in the middle of the highway. Some people got unalived while doing these viral videos. And I figured out back then that likes, follows, and retweets was the new currency. People were being paid for likes and follows and reposts and quotes and those type of things. And I said, I don't believe that people should have to put their life in harm's way in order to receive some type of virality. That there's a way to do this and not have, and you can still be yourself. I need to go out there and learn how to do it. So I called this channel Likes, Follows, and Retweets. My wife said, and I started a podcast too, because I was setting out to learn how to do this so I can teach people how to do it. My wife said that name was way too long and I need to do something about it. I need to change it. So we changed it to LFR Family. So that's what the LFR means. It means likes, follows, and retweets, because I thought that was a currency, likes, follows, and retweets, because people say you can't get paid for likes, you can't get paid for follows. Well, apparently you can. And it is still a currency. That's why TikTok, Kick, X, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, Twitch, you name it. It's all about the follows, the subscriptions, the likes that you get, those type of things, because they pay people. People are changing their lives this way. So when I figured out how to do this, I was told by one of my mentors that I need to become a mentor one day. And this was when I was at like 250,000 subscribers. I told myself I will be ready to teach people and show people how to do it when I hit 1 million subscribers. I hit 1 million subscribers, and now we're showing people how to do it. I've been doing it for over a year now. People have been having great successes with the information I've been giving them, and they've been able to remain themselves while doing it. Fit this stuff into their schedule while doing it. Not have to dedicate 8 hours or 10 hours a day to do it, or 3 or 4 hours a day to do it, because I've already gone through all of that. So now I've packaged up a way for them to do it themselves. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, it don't matter. The information that I transfer to you, if you do it, and it's so simple to do, you will also grow a channel very quickly. And I've been helping people do that for a long time. So whenever you see my coaching, my coaching ad, or you ever see me talking about a course that I created, it's only because I only like to work with people who have skin in the game, because I realized that growing up in the areas I grew up in, people only appreciate what they invest in. If they get it for free, they don't take care of it. They don't. It's almost like they waste it. It gets wasted. All right. And also there's, when you look at how much people are paying for their degrees, people go to school for all types of degrees to all of these different higher learning educational centers, colleges, universities, HBCUs, PWIs, you name it. And none of them receive a guarantee for the success that they're going to receive with their degrees. They're not guaranteeing you no job. They're not guaranteeing you no career. But in order to receive that education, you got to take out tens of thousands of dollars of loans in order to go to these schools. And then you still have to work 10, 20, 30 years in order to receive your payoff. Well, we're only asking people to invest in a course. And investing in that course will potentially change your life forever, even financially. Because I most certainly didn't think that doing YouTube would be the thing that would change my life forever, even financially. So if you want that type of guidance, please do me a favor. Go to my descriptions under my YouTube video. The very first link in the descriptions is my YouTube course. Get the course. The course is only a key. The course is only a key. All right. And then we will start working together so that you can do what you want to do and receive some new currency from social media. That's pretty much it. All right. So shout out to everyone who has invested, who have become a part of what we got going on here. Shout out to all of you guys. And I ask anybody else that want to get into content creation, come aboard, come meet some of the people who are a part of this. And if I'm lying, let me know. But I promise you, a lot of this stuff works. All right. Y'all continue to be blessed out there. Continue to love on one another. Continue to thank God for your grace. For his grace and his mercy, for all of the blessings in your life. Not only the things that you asked for, but everything. The breath that you have every single morning. All right. Because on your way to and fro, to the stores, to certain events, from work to home, from home to work, you pass a whole bunch of people who are going through a lot more than you could ever imagine going through. You pass hospitals. They got people inside of those beds that wish they were driving to and fro work. All right. They wish they were going home to a family that loved them. So I want y'all to consider that. Okay. So everybody that want to do content creation, make sure you reach out to me with the word coach and ask me about VIP as well. And I had to realize that I've been asking the Lord, what's my purpose? And the Lord pretty much confirms on a daily basis that I'm already moving in my purpose. And I would love to help someone else move in theirs. That's pretty much it. Thank y'all so much for coming to LFR Family Morning Vantage, episode number 83. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And don't forget, check out the course. See y'all next time. Love you. Peace. Oh, whoa. Before I go, shout out to all my blues, all my greens, and everyone who submitted a super chat as well. I appreciate you guys taking the extra step. All right. Now, we have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week. And you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.